Hey everyone, and welcome back to the deep dive. We've all been there, right? Fumbling for keys.
hmm
Maybe it's raining, or you've got a guest showing up, and you're uh, stuck somewhere else trying to sort out how to let them
Oh,
in.
yeah, those little everyday hassles.
Exactly, and they often point to bigger questions about, security versus convenience. So today we're going to dive deep into a product aiming to tackle a lot of that head on.
hmm
It's the Hamilton Digital Smart Lock. It's from McGrath Locks, and what's really interesting is it's an Australian-designed innovation.
Right.
Our goal today really is to give you that shortcut, cut through the jargon, and help you see if something like this is more than just a gadget. Is it a genuinely robust and smart way to handle access to your home or maybe your business?
And I think looking at the Hamilton is fascinating because it's not just about the bells and whistles. It really shows how security itself is evolving.
How so?
Well, we're moving past that single point of failure, the physical key.
Yeah.
We're going to explore how this kind of smart tech simplifies things day to day, sure, but crucially, how it can actually boost safety and give us, much more control than we used to have.
Okay.
It's a great example of convenience and security actually working together, not being like opposites.
Absolutely. That idea of seamless integration feels key.
Uh,
So let's kick things off with the Hamilton itself. The basic description is an Australian-designed and owned 5-in-1 digital smart lock. That Australian-designed bit jumps out at me, especially for a lock. What does that actually mean in practice?
yeah, it speaks volumes, I think. When you design for Australian conditions, you're kind of inherently thinking about toughness, about reliability.
Right, the weather extreme.
Exactly. Scorching heat one day, torrential rain the next. So that local design focus isn't just branding. It translates into a product built with durability, with quality right at its core. It's about mixing real innovation with the kind of resilience you need for, well, tough real-world use. It delivers comprehensive keyless access management that hopefully you can really rely on. And that 5-in-1 part hints at the versatility, giving you multiple ways in, which is smart, strategically. Covers more bases, adds redundancy.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's engineered to handle real life, not just look fancy. Now, you mentioned 5-in-1. That screams flexibility to me. How does the Hamilton actually let someone manage access in 5 different ways? What are the practical options here?
Great question, because that's really where it stands apart from maybe simpler smart locks. This multi-method approach isn't just about having choices. It's about tailoring access for who needs it. Family, cleaner, employee. Let's break down those main options. First up, you've got PIN codes, your classic keypad entry, right? Supports 4 to 9 digits,
Standard enough.
but it's got some clever extras, like an anti-peep PIN code function.
Anti-peep. What's that?
It means you can type in a bunch of random numbers before or after your actual code. So if someone's kind of looking over your shoulder,
Shoulder surfing?
exactly, it obscures the real pin in. It's a neat bit of human-focused security design. Plus, there's an incorrect attempt lockout. Try the wrong code too many times, and the keypad temporarily shuts down, deters those brute force attempts.
Okay, smart.
And the system can hold up to 250 different codes. Permanent ones, timed ones, one-offs, custom codes, even recurring ones like, say, for a weekly service. That capacity and flexibility, super useful for all sorts of access needs.
Wow, 250 codes is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty extensive.
Yeah.
It definitely shifts the lock from being just a barrier to being more like an access manager. So beyond pins, what else have we got?
Moving on, for maybe more convenience, you have RFID access cards and tags.
Right, the little fobs or cards.
Exactly. Contactless physical credential, great if you don't want to memorize codes or maybe for faster entry in a business setting like employees clocking in. The system can handle a huge number, 1,000 cards or fobs.
1,000. Okay, that's serious capacity.
Yeah, and just like the pins, you can set them up as permanent, timed, or recurring access. So it scales really well for businesses or maybe even apartment buildings.
Yeah, I could see that. If you're managing a busy office or like an Airbnb property, these options could really streamline things.
Totally. And building on that, for people who want super quick, seamless entry, some Hamilton models also offer fingerprint recognition.
Biometrics. Nice.
Yeah, quick fingerprint scan, you're in. Very convenient, very secure. It can store up to 100 fingerprints. So it's a really personal way to get access literally at your fingertips.
Okay.
Then you've got Bluetooth-enabled eKeys. These are managed right from your smartphone. And the really revolutionary part here, practically unlimited eKeys.
Unlimited.
Virtually, yeah. You can send an electronic key to anyone, anywhere. And again, you control the access, timed, permanent, one-time recurring. It gives you just incredible control right from your phone, whether you're, down the road or on the other side of the world.
That is an amazing level of remote power. But what about backups? If the tech fails, or maybe you just want a good old-fashioned key sometimes, is there a fallback?
Absolutely. Peace of mind is crucial. There's a mechanical key override. It uses a standard oval cylinder, so you've always got that traditional backup. You're never totally locked out.
Good to know.
And then to really complete that remote picture, there's an optional Wi-Fi gateway. This little add-on accessory is kind of a game changer. It connects the lock to your Wi-Fi, enabling true remote unlocking from literally anywhere via the McGrath Locks app.
So not just Bluetooth range, but anywhere with internet.
Anywhere. So for you, the homeowner or business manager, you could let someone in while you're on holiday, get real-time alerts. You're always in the loop, always in control.
That really does redefine access control.
Yeah.
So for you listening, whether you're juggling family schedules, managing a rental, or running a team, these different options mean you can really tailor who gets in, when, and how. Imagine like a temporary e-key for the dog walker, a one-time PIN for a repair person, RFID cards for your staff, all managed pretty effortlessly.
Exactly.
Okay, that's powerful stuff. But this lock isn't just about the ways in. It's about the smart control, right? The app integration. I'm curious about the McGrath Locks app. How does that really elevate the experience?
Yeah, the app is basically the brain of the operation for the Hamilton. And it's worth noting the McGrath Locks app is actually built on the TT Lock platform.
TT Lock. I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's really well regarded, a kind of industry leader in smart lock software, known for being robust, secure, lots of features. So you're getting proven tech under the hood.
Okay, good foundation.
Right. And within the app itself, you get this whole suite of tools. You can remotely unlock, like we said, super handy for deliveries or unexpected guests. But beyond that, you manage all the access permissions, tweak the lock settings, get real-time notifications, who's coming, who's going. That custom access control, making those one-time codes, permanent codes, timed access, it's all done really intuitively in the app. Plus, there's an option for a door sensor.
Oh, so it knows if the door is actually open or closed.
Exactly. Gives you that extra layer of awareness. The app also has a privacy lock function, so you can quickly secure the door from the inside. And crucially, it monitors the battery life and gives you those low battery warnings way ahead of time.
Ah, the low battery anxiety saver.
Well, definitely. So you're never caught by surprise.
That level of detailed control and feedback is great, but it connects beyond just its own app, too, right? It plays nice with other smart home stuff.
It absolutely does. The Hamilton integrates pretty seamlessly with popular ecosystems like Amazon Alexa and Google Home.
Okay, so voice
Yeah.
commands.
Yep. The ultimate hands-free convenience. Picture this. You're settling down for the night, maybe already in bed, and you just say, "Hey, Google, lock the front door."
Nice.
And it locks. You can even build it into routines, like a good night routine that locks the door, turns off lights, adjusts the thermostat. It just makes security feel effortless, part of your daily flow. And thinking about integration, again, especially for commercial users, the app capabilities also extend to what they call booking platform integrations.
What does that mean, like for Airbnbs?
Exactly. Think short-term rentals, property management. It can tie into booking systems to manage access dynamically based on guest reservations or schedules. It really shows how the Hamilton goes way beyond just a house lock. It offers serious tools for business use, too.
Right. So for you, the listener, this translates to, well, incredible peace of mind and a level of control that was unimaginable not that long ago. Managing access from anywhere, automating things, always having a pulse on your entryway. It's about being connected and secure without being, physically tied down.
Precisely.
Now let's shift gears a bit. We need to talk about the nuts and bolts, the actual construction, the security features. This isn't just a convenient gadget. It has to be a serious lock first, right? Built to protect, built to last. You mentioned Australian conditions earlier. How does that show up in its actual physical toughness?
Yeah, it's a critical point, and the Hamilton seems to take it seriously. The outside part of the lock, the external housing, it's rated either IP65 or IP66.
IP ratings.
Yeah.
Those for water and dust resistance, right?
Exactly. So IP65 means it's totally dust tight and can handle water jets like from a hose or heavy rain showers. Probably best for doorways that have some cover, like under an awning.
Okay.
IP66 takes it up a notch. Still dust tight, but it can withstand powerful water jets like really heavy rain, maybe even sea spray if you're coastal. Ideal for those completely exposed entryways with little or no shelter.
So basically, whether you're dealing with typical rain or have a door right out in the elements, there's a version designed to cope. That's reassuring.
It is. And beyond just weather, the Hamilton is also fire rated. Up to 2 hours?
New hours, wow.
Yeah, specifically on certain types of fire doors, E-core and fire core doors, when you install it with either the McGrath Locks tubular latch or a specific Dormicaba mortice lock, the MS2602. That 2-hour rating is significant in a fire emergency, potentially buying crucial time. And another detail, it features a DDA-compliant lever. DDA stands for Disability Discrimination Act.
Ah, so it's designed for accessibility.
That's right. The lever design makes it easier to open for everyone, including people who might have difficulty gripping or turning a traditional knob. It's an important aspect of inclusive design that honestly often gets overlooked in security hardware.
That's a really great point, making security accessible to all. Okay, what about power? Smart devices always raise the battery question. How long does it last? And what happens if it runs out?
Good question. They claim a reliable 18 months of battery life, and that's based on about 10 uses per day.
18 months is pretty decent.
It is. Replacing the batteries is simple, and like we said, you get those low battery warnings on your app well in advance. But for that absolute just-in-case moment, there's a USB-C port, usually tucked away somewhere discreetly.
For emergency power.
Exactly. If the batteries somehow die unexpectedly, you can plug in a standard power bank like the one you use for your phone and temporarily power the lock to get inside. It's a really thoughtful backup.
Okay, that covers the oops moments.
It definitely prevents lockouts. And just circling back quickly on security features, we shouldn't forget things like that anti-peep PN code we talked about, the incorrect attempt lockout, the privacy log function from inside, and something called reset disable layers, designed to make tampering or unauthorized access really, really difficult.
Yeah.
It's about giving you that control.
Right. So for you, the listener, this isn't just about convenience. It's positioned as a serious security solution, built tough for various conditions, meeting safety standards like fire ratings, and designed inclusively. It aims to give you real, lasting peace of mind for your home or business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's wrap up with the practical side. Installation and compatibility. Because even the smartest lock is useless if it doesn't actually fit your door. Is the Hamilton designed to be pretty adaptable?
Yeah, it seems they've aimed for broad compatibility, which is smart for both new builds and upgrades. It actually comes with an adjustable tubular latch in the box.
So for many standard doors, it's relatively straightforward.
Should be, yeah. But importantly, it's also designed to work with most common Australian commercial mortice locks. They specifically mentioned compatibility with the Dormicaba MS2602, which is like everywhere in commercial settings.
So businesses upgrading their security don't necessarily need whole new doors.
Exactly. That flexibility to work with existing common hardware is a big plus, especially commercially. Less disruption, potentially lower cost.
Makes sense. What about door materials and thickness? What does it fit?
It's designed for both timber and aluminum doors, which covers a lot of ground. And the thickness range is 35 millimeters to 54 millimeter. Again, that captures the vast majority of standard residential and commercial doors.
Okay. And the build quality itself?
It's made from an aluminum alloy, feels pretty sturdy, and has that tempered glass screen for the keypad, which looks sleek but is also tough. They apparently durability tested it for 200,000 cycles.
200,000. That's a lot opening and closing.
It implies it's built for the long haul, for heavy use. And adding to that tough conditions idea, the operating temperature range is pretty wide.
Yeah.
From a freezing -ly Celsius up to a baking 60 Celsius.
Wow. -30 to +60. That covers pretty much any climate you'd realistically find in Australia, or many other places for that matter.
For sure. It really reinforces that design philosophy. Oh, and one more thing. While the app is definitely the best way to manage it,
Yeah.
you can actually do some basic programming directly via the keypad, like adding or changing user codes, managing tamper alerts, that sort of thing. It's not essential to use the app for absolutely everything, which provides a bit of a manual backup if needed.
Okay. Good to have options. So for you, the listener, the takeaway here is that the Hamilton seems engineered for broad application, designed with precision, and built to last. It looks like a reliable investment intended to fit seamlessly and work consistently, regardless of your specific door or environment. Adaptable and durable.
Seems to be the goal.
Well, we've certainly covered a lot of ground on the Hamilton Smart Lock by McGrath Locks today. We've looked at its really versatile access options, the smart app and voice integration, its robust security features designed for tough Aussie conditions, and that core Australian design element. Really does seem like a comprehensive package for modern access control.
Yeah, it definitely highlights this big shift we're seeing towards integrated intelligent security. It's not just about the lock on the door anymore, it's about the whole system.
Right.
A system that offers, ideally, both genuine convenience and real peace of mind. The Hamilton seems like a strong example of how today's tech can empower us to manage our spaces more effectively, more securely, moving us way beyond just carrying a physical key.
So thinking about all this,
Hmm.
it leads to a bigger question, perhaps. As smart locks like the Hamilton get more sophisticated, more integrated into our smart homes or daily routines, how might they fundamentally change the way we think about property ownership, about personal space, even about trust in the future? Something to mull over.